Welcome back to episode 4 of Adventure with Advantage. Previously, sorry, I'm distracted. I think it's hailing in my house, so I'm a little distracted. So previously, our heroes, our party, I should say, they had gone into the sewers of Esserum to investigate what was going on down there. After taking a look around, they discovered that someone had been throwing old alchemy supplies and potions in the sewers, which was causing the creatures in the sewers to basically mutate into some creatures that were just monstrous down there. After taking care of that, they head back, after cleaning up, reported back to Groggard at the Goblin Gazette, turned in the first report, though Levy had a bit of trouble with that one. Some improvement there, but he was successful nonetheless, and they all were accepted, signed their contracts to officially join the Goblin Gazette. After doing so, Groggard gave them their next assignment, which was that a beggar had been found murdered in the Sun's Rise district of Esserum, and he wanted them to go take a look, figure out maybe what was going on, see what they could figure out, what the guards knew, stuff like that. So let me share.
Might I add that I believe Levy's report was a masterpiece.
You thought it was beautiful.
Thank you. You know what? Thank you. I'm glad someone appreciates me around here.
Steel Scar believed that your paper was a masterpiece. I don't know about Elamir, but Steel Scar believes so.
I can really connect with the common man. That's what it is.
I gotta lie though, like that was some good roleplay right there.
It was good. Alright, man. I just realized you're looking at the DM screen. Oh well, I don't have anything to hide on the screen.
If I remember correctly, we were on our way to a Sun's Rise, right?
Yep. So here's the overall map of Esserum, if you can read it. So you guys have been hanging out in the Merchant Quarter, which is up here. You can see my little mouse moving around. And Sun's Rise is right over here. That's where Groggard said the murder had taken place. He didn't know anything about the murder other than there was a murder, so he wanted you guys to go check it out. And so you have
honestly, this is the...
Go ahead, what?
Sorry. I said, honestly, this is a big map.
It is. It's a big city. It's a large trading city.
This year's like I'm back in Los Angeles.
Yeah, we have to drive over there.
You do. Well, you just got to cross over Storn's Passage to get there, which is a long stone walkway that connects Merchant Quarter to Sun's Rise. This isn't even the full map, man. You can go further down.
So basically, Storm's Passage.
You got Guild's Way. You got the Grey Docks. You also have the Guildmaster's Abode. Got the Southern Archway. Up to the top, you've got Jonan's Walk and Shadow's Rest. So that's the whole town. Quite a large town. Anyways, so I will hop over to Flowscape now, so we can actually move through the city.
Are we gonna get jumped on this bridge? Is there a lot of crime in this city?
Wait,
I've not been here very long.
Dungeon Master, I have one quick question.
Yes, sir. What is your question?
On our last session, I went to basically a USPS, right?
Yes. You did.
Would that mean that I was at Jonas Walk, in the Jonas Walk area?
Yes, you were on Jonan's Walk. I believe the building was right over. It was one of these.
Around the Tipsy Trader, right?
Yep.
In that little area? Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yep. Oh, you're still looking at the D20 map, yeah.
I'm looking at the D20. I don't have to try to navigate through the Flowscape.
All right. So yes.
That's hard to see.
Yeah, it's so behind. This is the Merchant's Quarter. This is where you guys have been hanging out. That's the trees in the middle of the trees. That's where the sewer was. That the person was throwing the alchemy supplies down. The spot you were going into the sewers was back here by these flowers. Right over there next to that watchtower. The Goblin Gazette is this building right here. This is the guardhouse right here, so you got your bearings, and then so straight across from the Goblin Gazette is the large Storn's Passage, the long walkway. So, assuming you guys are heading over to Sun's Rise, that's where we ended off, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we ended up right at sunrise.
All right, so it is about 10 o'clock in the morning at this point as you guys make your way toward the Sunrise District. The sky is clear with only a few clouds dotting the sky. As you pass through the Merchant's Quarter, you see it is beginning to grow busier as people converse and barter with some of the merchants. You eventually arrive at Storn's Passage, a long stone walkway that extends across the Emerald River connecting the Merchant Quarter to the Sunrise District. As you begin to trek across the walkway, you see many people making their way from the Sunrise District on their way to the Merchant Quarter. Below you, you see ships making their way into town, some heading to the Great Ox to unload their goods, others heading off downriver southward, potentially toward the Ashen Mountains or even the Dune Sea. After a few minutes of walking, you eventually step off of Storn's Passage, which I will take you to. The end of Storn's Passage, and find yourself in the Sunrise District. The Sunrise District looks and feels much different than what you've seen in Esserum. The buildings look more worn and run down. Some have busted windows, others have bits of roof that have been patched haphazardly. The people wear clothes that look worn and even tattered in places. And so you guys, what would you like to do?
So, a quick question: you're describing sunrise right now, correct?
Yes.
So, would you say that this looks more like you know how like normal like us in this world, there's like lower class, middle class, and upper class. Would you describe this as lower class
Yes.
area?
This seems to be
Okay.
like the lower class, the people
slums.
the slums, the people who are working kind of the crappier jobs in the city.
Okay, I just wanted to kind of get a picture in my mind. All
Yeah.
right, thank you.
Gold
Yeah,
goes
so
farther
you-
here.
What was that? Gold goes farther.
Gold
There
goes
you go. Yeah, so Guild's Way, which is at the southern part of the map on the Roll20, that's like the high-end, high-class. That's where all the guild halls are, where a lot of the rich aristocrats live as well. So this is the slums,
All right.
basically.
So now that we're here, I want to turn to both Levy and Elamir and be like, so do you guys think we should ask around and see if anybody knows anything about these murders that have been going on? Maybe ask a few people if they've seen or heard anything.
Yeah, seems like a reasonable place to start. Should we go check out the area first, like where the murder happened?
But
Get our bearings around it.
do we know where the murder area was exactly at, or should we ask people where the area might have been around?
Yeah, I don't think Grogger told us.
No, I don't think he
Yeah,
told
because
us.
honestly, I don't. He didn't tell. He just told us that it was in the Sunrise District, right?
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
didn't tell you where it was. You
Exactly.
you got the feeling that he had just kind of heard about it and he didn't know, so he wanted you guys to go figure out what was going on.
Can I like investigate and ask people if maybe they know around where the murder took place?
Sure, so you could walk up to someone on the street and ask if you'd like.
Yeah, I want to like roll like an investigation and like ask around a couple of people, see if they have an idea where these murders took place or this murder took place.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
17, 16.
Okay. So after asking, you walk up to a guy who seems to be headed off to work, and you ask him about the murder, and he points you up further down into Sunrise near the Grey Docks, which
So,
is these
You
docks.
said near the Great Ox, right?
Yeah, in that direction. He basically just told you to follow the path, and you'll see a crowd. He said you won't miss it.
Oh, Great Docks.
Yeah,
The gray
docks
ox.
that are the color gray.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Not an ox that is great.
Oh
No, I thought I heard Great Ox.
no.
Great Ox.
The Great Ox.
No. Yeah. I got it.
Yeah. So yeah, he
I'll-
just basically
I'll-
told you to follow the pathway, and you'll find it.
Yeah. I'll let the rest of the party know what this person told me, and I guess I'll start heading to the Great Docks and see if they want to come with.
Okay.
Yeah, I think at this point that seems to be where the action would be. I guess we can have the DM decide. Are there any like sort of like distinguishable buildings or like merchants or anything that are around, or is it mainly just houses?
So as you're walking around, you see a few inns. You see mainly it's housing and some taverns. There's not a lot of merchant shops here. That's mainly what the merchant quarter's for.
What
Okay.
about like a tavern to see if we could find someone like maybe talking about it or something, or maybe buy someone a drink and get them talking, loosen the lips.
Yeah, you could definitely go to there are a few taverns in the Sunrise district if you want to find one.
It's a bit early though.
Yeah, the guy did tell you just if you follow the path. He said there's a crowd. You'll figure it out.
All right, we can start there.
Yeah, might as
Docks.
well.
Yeah,
Seems to be a good spot.
Yeah, I'll just let them know that I heard that information about just follow the path to the Great Docks and ask around there. So I'll just let them know and head that way.
All right.
I'll follow.
So,
I'll come with.
So you guys head off through the Sunrise district along the path. As you're walking, you see people seem like they're headed off to work. Hustling across the bridge, maybe going to the mill, the docks, something like that. And eventually, as you kind of go around this turn here, you see a large crowd gathered in the streets of people just kind of talking, some just kind of, arms crossed, some people crying. And yeah, that's what you see.
Can I see if there's anyone like looks like they're in charge or something?
Sure. So as you
Or
guys,
important?
yeah, well, as you get closer, you can see that basically there's a large crowd of people gathered in the streets. Between on the map that you're looking at, or you could look at so you could let Roll20 or Flowscape. So on the Roll20 map, it's between the Silas house and the Kerrigan house, and actually the Broken Bulwark Tavern seems to be blocked off by the guards. There's a very heavy guard presence here, and from what you can kind of gather just from where the guards are placed and where the people are, the murder, or at least where the guards are blocking people from, is the back by these trees near the wall of the city.
Okay.
All right.
Should we talk to a guard first and ask what happened?
For the time being, Levy, since you're the one with the tablet, I would probably leave the talking more to you, since you are a great writer.
Thanks.
And I think I would like to hang back in case sneaking is need later. I would not like to make my face known to these guards.
Like for me personally, I would I'll stand next to Levy, just to look like kind of tough and make him look like he's a tough person himself.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. I'll go talk to a guard first, and then
Okay.
and
So
probably one and like just kind of approach openly.
yeah. Give me 1 second.
I'm not to make a point. I'm not trying to look intimidating. I'm just trying to look like I'm here to protect Levy
Yeah.
as part of my job.
Here's Entourage.
Yes, his entourage. There you go.
In the show Entourage.
Okay, so you see quite a few guards. They're definitely more behind the buildings, but you can't really get to those because the guards have blocked off. But you see a few. You see a dark-skinned male guard with the garb of Esrim on and sword at his side. You see a female dwarf standing nearby. You see a human female. She's got blonde hair pulled back. And you also see the woman that you saw previously, the short-haired woman that the guard that led you to Lucas Doring had said bye or hello to as you guys were passing by. Her name was Kiara.
Got it. So, okay. So who's the closest guard to me right now?
Probably the dwarf, female dwarf.
All right, then I'll probably go up to talk to the female dwarf because I probably wouldn't want to pass anyone.
Okay.
Kind of like breach their perimeter that they've made.
Well, so
at the moment.
they're the way they have it blocked here. I'll show. It might be easier to show on roll 20.
Okay.
Let me flip over. Bam. So on roll 20, if you're looking, so basically the guards seem to have it blocked off behind the Silas House, Kerrigan House, and Broken Bulwark Tavern. They don't have the street blocked off. Yeah, so that's where the guards seem to be blocking. Is back there.
So it's
Their
like
perimeter is
they're
basically.
like
So yeah, they seem to be back there, but their perimeter is. I will draw. Freehand, bam. Their perimeter is basically this. From what you can see.
Got it.
Okay,
They're blocking
that
the
makes
path.
sense.
And there's basically like a
Okay.
large. There's a crowd of people here in the street talking.
Okay, and then so where we were coming in from the north, so then
Yeah, so you guys are coming in this
Um,
direction.
All right. So I just want to make it clear that as Levi is walking, I am walking directly behind him, standing tall.
Okay.
I'm not
Elamir,
trying to
you're-
look intimidating, but
Uh-huh.
I'm just trying to look like I'm here to protect this man.
All right, he's an important man.
Yes,
Okay.
like I want to make him feel like he's a very important individual.
Okay. Can
VIP.
you roll a performance check for me?
Oh shit.
See how well you do.
Okay. 19.
Okay.
woo!
All right. So you follow right behind him, and as you guys approach, people seem to like kind of take notice of Levy and move out of his way as you guys are moving through. And Elamir, are you hanging back? Is that what you were doing?
Yeah. Basically, I'm just trying to get any like murmurs from the crowd.
Okay.
To see if I can hear any rumors or whispers of what's going on from them.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Sorry.
You're fine.
19.
19. Okay. So
Yes.
what you can overhear people saying, you hear whispers, you hear people, some talking in hushed voices, some just talking about whatever. But as you kind of listen, what you can gather is that the person who is killed, his name was Sebastian, and he was a beggar, and he basically had multiple stab wounds in his body. You also hear that people were, kind of murmuring like, I thought I heard something last night or something like that. That's all you really can gather right now at this point.
Okay. Just a lot of shock.
Yeah, people are just kind of shocked. It's like Grogard said. He said the death of a beggar that's not something new in town, but the murder of a beggar, that's a big deal.
So can I call it to Kiara then? That's her name, right?
Yes. You want to
Okay,
talk to
yeah.
her?
I'll call it. Yeah, I want to call out to her and be like, Kiara, over here. I have a question.
She can't really move, but yeah, you can walk up to her and talk. She's
Okay,
blocking she's blocking people from getting in toward the investigation area that the guards have.
Just
locked down.
convince her it's the red carpet and be like, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
Who is it from?
Who are you wearing? I think that's actually.
Yeah, who are you wearing?
Who are you wearing? Oh my god.
All right, so you walk up to her. What do you say?
I was just like, hey, I was just wondering if you might be able to tell us what's going on here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check. I will give you advantage because Steelsar rolled so well on his performance check.
Hey, I got your back, homie.
Thank you. What'd you say? Persuasion?
Persuasion, yes.
That would be a plus 8, 21.
21. All right. So
Yeah.
as you get closer, she as you get closer, she looks at you like, kind of like she maybe recognizes you, but it was so quick in passing that maybe she can't place you exactly. But as you guys get closer, she's like, please stop. This is official guard business. But you're
Of course.
She's like, as we've been telling everyone else, This is an active crime scene that we are currently investigating. A beggar was found murdered here, and the guard is currently conducting a thorough investigation to see what else we can find out.
Do you have any leads on who might be might who have done this, or who this was even done to?
She thinks for a moment, trying to decide how much she should divulge to you. And she goes, the murder was, or the victim was a a beggar here in town named Sebastian. And he was found this morning, multiple stab wounds, and she kind of takes a deep breath, and his face was cut off.
Ugh.
Like gone?
Face cut off?
Not his head, just his face.
Just his face.
What would anyone want like
Dwight
that?
with the CPR dummy.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Pretty much.
All right. Dungeon Master, I have a question. When you said that face cut off, do you mean his face was skinned off, the skin of his face,
So
or his whole face?
Exactly like Dwight did to the CPR dummy in the office. The skin
Oh.
of his face
Yeah, okay.
was removed.
That makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so she
Pop
seems
culture.
a bit. Yeah, sorry, but it was the perfect description of exactly what it was.
No, that totally made perfect sense. Though. Described it like that.
She seemed a bit horrified at it. Clearly.
Oh, I
Who wouldn't be?
would be too.
Did the beggar have any family?
She thinks for a moment and she goes, I don't really know much about Sebastian. She kind of takes a deep breath and she's like, I only spoke to him a few times.
Oh, well, what kind of person was he?
She's like, he seemed nice. I didn't, again, spend much time with him. But and she kind of collects herself. You can see this kind of is really.
I just
kind
you
of
mentioned that you talked with him a few times. So I was just wondering if you got an impression about what he was like.
She's like, I don't think I knew him well enough to make a judgment of his character or much. It was just always in passing.
Okay. I couldn't convince you to walk us around, could I?
She's like, no, unfortunately, I cannot do that. This is an active investigation by the city guard.
When she said that, when she was describing the conversations that she had with Sebastian, was she being honest or was she trying to withhold some of the truth?
You could roll an insight check, see if you could figure out if she was doing that.
All right.
Eleanor, by the way, you're just kind of moving around the crowd, listening in, seeing if you can gather any information. Does that sound about right?
I rolled the 16, by the way.
Okay. Elamir, does that sound like what you're wanting to do? He looks distracted right now. He's looking down. He's not even hearing me.
Elamir, get off Instagram.
Posting on Instagram. What are we doing?
Oh god, I was saying you're just hanging out in the crowd, seeing what people are saying, right? That sounds.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I wouldn't want to join them and ruin whatever.
All right. So you're just kind
good
of
or bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
I'm trying to
else?
gather intel.
Okay. Do you have anything else you're wanting to do while they were having this conversation, or you just wanted to hang around?
I guess if maybe do I spot any sort of vantage points to maybe see behind the houses?
You think that the buildings that the investigation is taking place behind, you could probably get a vantage point there. So the Silas House,
Okay.
Kerrigan House, or the Broken Bulwark Tavern.
So maybe go into them?
Yeah, you figure out that you could probably do that.
Okay, I would like to go into the tavern.
Okay. Give me 1 second to finish up with Steel Scar.
Yeah.
Alright, Steel Scar, so
I rolled
you... 16?
16 insight.
Okay.
16
so
insight. Yeah.
You think she was being pretty honest. What you gather was that what she was saying was she only, like, it was always kind of a quick conversation, a good morning or something like that. So it was more she was feeling kind of remorseful that maybe she didn't take time to talk to him and now he's
So-
gone, kind of thing.
Would you say that the conversations that she had with him, they weren't as thoughtful as they could have been? It was just basic greetings.
Yeah, that's kind of what
Okay.
she seemed kind of affected by his death, but it was more kind of, like I said,
Okay.
that maybe she didn't take the time she could have or something like that. You just get that she's upset, she's remorseful about him dying.
All right. Okay. That fair enough. I just wanted, insight, whatever I get out of it. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I ask her if there's any beggar communities in the area? If like where the beggars might congregate?
Sure. Did you just ask her that?
Yeah,
Where's the beggars
basically.
congregate?
Yeah.
She thinks for a moment and she's like, I don't think that there's like a official meeting spot, but I know that they are kind of territorial. They have certain spots that they claim as their own, but I think they usually have relatively good relationships with each other. But she's like, unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot of information about the beggars that live in the city.
No. I mean, I'm not looking for like a ton of information. It's just more of like, hey, maybe you've seen them, like where we could find, a few more that maybe knew Sebastian, so we can maybe help you guys even pursue that kind of angle if someone knew what happened to him.
She kind of looks a little offended at that and says, I think that will be fine. Thank you, though.
What? That wasn't offensive at all.
She is very sweet. I don't know, yeah. You don't know why that offended her, actually, so.
No. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you at all. I'm sorry.
She's like, if you don't
I
mind,
just want to help.
I have to work here, so please excuse me. And she kind of like that awkward where she like kind of steps to the side and acts like she's talking to the guard near her, kind of thing.
Okay.
Can I hear what she says?
Before she does that, like as she's dismissing us, I will salute her as I've saluted every soldier that I've encountered in the city.
She kind of looks at you, kind of inquisitively, and is like
I do it
like slowly,
like I do it like legit the way that we were trained in the military to do it.
Okay.
So she would be able to recognize the way that the military salutes one another here.
All right. So yeah, she is a little confused at your salute, but salutes you back.
She should be able to recognize the salute that I do if she is a guard in this city.
She will. Yes, she recognizes that it's a salute.
What did she say to the
giving,
guard?
Like, a secret. You could roll a perception check, see if you can hear what she's saying.
A what?
Perception.
See what she's hear her.
Oh crap! What?
Uh,
Oh, that's it. 11, right?
15 plus 5 to 20.
Okay.
20?
Him.
Yeah.
You hear her kind of just whispering to the kind of dark-skinned guard near her. And she's like, "I wish these guys would just leave me alone."
Fine.
I heard that.
All right, so you guys are finished up with your conversation with Kiara then?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Elamir, so you make your way into the Broken Bulwark Tavern.
I do.
Let me hop over to it.
Okay, I see it.
Ooh.
So
Kinda
as you
wanna mess with
approach, you see a large sign on the outside kind of hanging, in the doorway. Uh-oh. You guys all just
Ooh.
went away for a second on Discord.
That was bad. Everybody just like
You see that?
disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We good?
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
it
we
all
good
now.
now.
We should be good. So as you get closer to the tavern, Elamir, you see that
Yes.
there's kind of a sign hanging on the outside with like the ship steering wheel thing on the outside, and it says, Broken Bulwark Tavern. And as you kind of open the door and enter, you walk in as your eyes kind of adjust to the darker interior, not super dark, well-lit tavern, but it is darker than the outside. You can see kind of on the walls and around, like just different bits and pieces you'd see on a ship. Steering wheels here. The thing on the front of the ship, I forget what that's called, but that's usually like some mermaid or something, that kind of stuff, kind of scattered about. It's a very, ship, sailor themed tavern here. And you see a few people. It's 10 in the morning, so there's not a ton of people drinking already, but you do see at the bar, you see a halfling who has black hair and an eye patch over his eye, and he's just kind of there cleaning a mug as he just looks about the tavern.
All right. I'd like to approach the halfling.
All right.
And ask him for a nice drink.
All right. As you walk up, you can see that under the eye patch is kind of a large scar that goes under the eye patch and then appears at the bottom. Probably something happened to his eye or something like that. He kind of leans forward and he's like, "So you're looking for a drink, huh? Anything
am.
in particular?"
Given the time of day, how about just a light, nice, easygoing wine?
This is probably a good choice. Day drinking's never a good idea. He kind of turns around and kind of rummages through the different wines that he has. Pours you one. And kind of slides it toward you.
So how much do I owe?
He says, that'll be 50 silver.
I hand him 1 gold, and I ask, what do you know about what's going on in your backyard here?
He's like, "Oh, you mean the investigation?"
Yes. Heard there was an incident.
It's like, "That's what I heard as well. I heard it had a few people in here talking about it earlier. Honestly, I don't know a whole lot. But I might be willing to tell you a little more."
How much more? Wink, wink.
He kind of just leans
I'll slide him
forward.
another gold.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check, too.
Okay. 18.
18. Okay. So
Yeah.
you slide the gold across to him, and he kind of picks it up, kind of, twirls it around in his fingers as he pockets it, and he's like, "Well, I heard some people in here talking earlier about a beggar that was killed. Poor sap was murdered in the middle of the night or something like that. Stabbed multiple times. I haven't been out there really to see it myself. I got a business here to run. I heard it was Sebastian. I've seen him around town a few times. He's a friendly fellow. Keeps to himself sometimes, but it was always nice to talk to you if you got the opportunity."
So you got a friendly beggar who's minding his own business. Met some gruesome end. Do you have any idea of maybe some bad players around town that we might want to look into?
Roll another persuasion check.
21.
Okay. Wow. All right. So he kind of eyes you for a second with his one good eye, and kind of leans forward, and he's like, "Well, if you want my opinion, I had heard that Sebastian might have had some business with some more of the shady fellows here in town."
Okay. Do I perceive that maybe the lack of information is a gold piece worth fixing?
He keeps talking, and he's like, I don't know exactly what his business was, but I do know that a lot of shady stuff and seedy people seem to congregate around the Broken Dagger Inn down the street. I don't know, maybe you'll find some more information down there. Not sure.
Okay. I will slide him one more gold piece to thank him for his valuable information and just say that if anything else he figures out, maybe just keep it between he and I and see how he reacts to that.
So he takes the gold piece and says, well, I didn't get your name.
The name's Elamir.
This is all right.
I'm new in town.
Oh, gosh.
I'm new in town.
And he kind of like leans forward and he says, the name's Teben.
Teben.
It's like, if you want any more information, you can always stop by and see if I've heard anything else.
All right. Pleasure doing business. I have some associates to get back to. I'll let you finish prepping for your day here.
All right. So he goes back to cleaning his glasses and all that good stuff as you make your way out of the Broken Bulwark Tavern.
All right. I'd like to find my friends.
All right. So you, looking around for a minute, you eventually find them finishing up their conversation with Kiara.
She was not happy with us.
I'd like to kind of pull them out of the crowd, have a little bit of privacy, and share what I've found with them.
Okay. What do you tell them?
As we're walking, can I kind of like point at Kiara, like all sneaky like, kind of like amidst the crowd so she can't hear me, and then just whisper under my breath, I heard that. And cast message with that.
To her.
To her. That's all.
Hold on, I just gotta look up what message does really quick. I just want to make sure
It just sends a message.
Spell?
It's a cantrip.
There's a cantrip?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, it just sends her a message and she can reply to it, and that's it.
Did you... I'm sorry. Did you take... Are you just looking for opportunities to use that?
Yeah, basically at this point.
So you play...
You sneaky little fucker.
That's awesome. Let's see.
So, I'm just messing with her a bit.
So does it say that she knows?
It doesn't say either way.
It doesn't say she knows who he is. Okay, so you say that and you hear her kind of, or you see her kind of like looking around and you hear, who is this?
And then nothing.
All right.
Gotta leave her hanging.
You kind of like
trace.
peer over the corner of your eye as she starts like looking around, like checking behind some barrels and stuff nearby. Like you weren't sure if she thought that she heard that or what. Like if she thought someone was audibly saying it, kind of thing.
It's like that. It's like those mind tricks.
Yeah, or like you think you hear someone say your name, but you don't know exactly if someone did.
It's like when you have your cell phone in your pocket and you feel it vibrating,
the
but it's not
vibration.
vibrating.
Exactly.
That feeling. Okay, I'm glad I made her experience that.
Cool. All right. So Elamir, what are you telling them?
So outside the crowd, just basically telling them I met a new possible informant in the Broken Bulwark, if you got coin, and basically just telling them that he told us to check out the Broken Dagger Inn.
We live?
We are live. So
remember, guys, if you want to keep up with the podcast or anything related to the Goblin Gazette, go to thegoblingazette.com to check out our critical reviews and keep up with the podcast.
All right. All right. So where we left off,
we were discussing what we each learned from both the tavern and what Levy and I learned from the guard.
Yes. Yeah. You guys were basically connecting on what
catching up.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. Exchanging notes and something about going to the Broken Dagger Inn. That's where we left off.
Yeah, so Elamir basically came back to you and said that the barkeep he had spoken to told you guys to go check out the Broken Dagger Inn.
Where is the Broken Dagger Inn?
The Broken
It's
Dagger
just
Inn
a little bit south.
20,
Oh, got it,
right
yeah.
there.
Right next to the docks.
Bam. Right down there. Do you guys want to make your way down there?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
I don't know how to get rid of my marks on Flowdoc. Or, not Flowdoc. Roll20.
You just click them and then hit delete.
Erase or something like that.
You just have to use the mouse pointer and then click on it and then hit the delete key or backspace or whatever.
Got it.
There you go. I would keep Carthus's marks just like where the area where the guards were patrolling at was at.
No, I just drew on accident. I didn't even mean to.
I remember when I was DMing for my group and I used Roll20, some freaking butthole decided to draw penis.
Of course. Whoop, don't want to share that. Okay.
What? What did I miss?
It was just you guys. I was sharing the Discord video.
Oh.
So it was Discordception. Okay, so you guys are heading over to the Broken Dagger Inn. Alright, so you make your way around the crowd that's kind of gathered in the street. You're seeing some people are kind of heading off one way or the other, leaving this crowd that's kind of gathered. What were you saying?
Alright. I will continue to walk behind Levy, making it seem like he's a very important figure.
Okay. Alright, so
cool.
you
I feel
continue
important.
to follow behind him.
Yes, I will follow behind him. Not looking intimidating, but making it seem like I'm there to protect his life.
All right.
Confidence is key.
I feel important, guys. Like, thank you. A bit of attention, but you know what? I guess I feel important.
Like walking tall with my chest out, like.
This is my guy.
Like this, I'm here to protect his life. You mess with him and you die. Something like
Mr.
that.
President, get down.
Alright, so you guys make your way in that direction toward the broken... Oh, let me fix it on the stream. Not with the spot. So,
Don't you love technology?
I love technology.
It's just like...
I can play you intermission song.
There we go. Alright, Broken
Next,
Dagger Inn.
guys,
Right
next
there.
Friday, I'm buying my mic.
Nice. Alright, so you're making your way down to the Broken Dagger Inn, which is just right down there.
Yeah.
So again, you make your way past the crowd of people that have kind of gathered there toward the Broken Dagger Inn. And let me do the description.
Oh, we lost someone.
We lost Cody.
Man, dude.
What happened?
No, that was just him. Was that me?
No, that was Cody.
I muted myself and it muted everyone.
Yeah,
No,
it hung up.
The moment
I
you
hung
muted
up?
you hung up.
Your video's gone.
Your video's gone.
What the F?
This is the cursed.
Alright.
Cursed stream.
There you go.
You're
I
back.
won't mute my mic, I guess.
Yeah. Oh snap! What's
Your
up,
cursed
MJ?
stream.
Hi, MJ. Hi, girl.
Alright, so you guys make your way over there, and this is what you see. Alright, so you enter the Broken Dagger Inn. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you begin to see an inn quite the opposite of the Balding Bard. Whereas the Balding Bard was a place of laughter and happiness, this place is quiet, as many of the people keep to themselves. The dark wood along the walls and the dusty windows seem to swallow up any light trying to get inside, as most of the light comes from small candles lit here and there. Many of the patrons had hoods over their heads, peer around themselves every so often at the people around them. A thick smoke seems to hover in the air. On the far wall, you see a barkeep leaning forward, speaking with someone sitting at the bar. The barkeep himself has black, greasy hair which is slicked back and a long, crooked nose. What would you like to do?
For me personally, whatever lead Levy decides to take, I will follow suit.
I'm not very used to these types of bars, to be honest. But I guess I'll talk to the barkeeper.
Okay, so here's what I want to do. If Levy's going to the bartender, I want to follow him, and if he does go up to the bar where there's stools at the bar area, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as we approach, I want to put down maybe I don't want to put down anything. I want to say, can I get 2 drinks, please? And I'll put down 1 gold piece for just 2 regular ales.
Okay.
1 for Levy and 1 for myself.
Okay. So.
Hold on.
Is that a normal price for a drink?
Hold on. is Elamir with us, or is he like keeping a distance?
Well, I don't know yet. What do you want to do, Elamir?
I would like to just grab a table.
Okay.
So I will put a gold piece down, and I'll put one gold piece down and say 3 drinks. One for this fine gentleman next to me, which is Levy. One for myself, and one for the other gentleman that is sitting at that table, and I'm pointing to Elamir's table. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, and I'm still gonna stand next to Levy, making it seem like he is a very important person.
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of like gives you a. Kind of like looks you over as he. You said you put down 1 gold piece.
I'll put down 2 gold pieces.
Okay.
To be exact.
Okay. All right. So he kind of reaches out, grabs the gold pieces, and kind of pulls them towards himself, and he's like, "All right, I'll get you your order. Go take a seat."
Cool.
I'm gonna wait till Levy moves, and I'm gonna stand by his side for the time being.
Yeah, I guess I'll go grab a seat. Then when we get there, I want to just kind of like talk with the party and just be like, hey, so should we really be sitting together? Should we split up and kind of like go see what we can find on our own, and then maybe reconvene? I'm just asking because a group of 3 makes us pretty unapproachable for a single person.
I would say
I was sitting here. You joined me.
Yeah, well, a Steel Scar kind of bought us all drinks.
I'm
totally appreciative. Thank you.
No problem. I would say personally, I am not the best at digging information, but I am good at keeping watch. So if you guys want to go and try to scoop anything, I'll keep an eye on both of you, and if I see trouble either way, I'll kind of approach and maybe give an intimidating presence.
DM, do I see anyone kind of like super extra shady looking in this inn?
You could roll a perception check, see what you see.
You look shady. You look super shady.
Like just really extra shady.
That guy's shady.
So I have a 13 plus 18.
You see Slim Shady.
There you go. So 18. Alright, so looking around, you see a few people playing cards nearby. Just 2 gentlemen wearing, kind of darker leathers. You see a gentleman sitting in the back corner. And you see... Let's see what else.
What kind of gentleman in the back corner? What's he like?
It's kind of tough to see. It's kind of dark in that corner. You can't exactly tell what they look like.
Are they covered, or like can I see any of their clothing or anything like that?
The clothing, it looks like they're probably wearing some sort of leather armor or something like that. But you can't quite make out their face. They're kind of covering,
That's fine.
not hiding their face, but just at an angle that you can't quite see them as well.
It's like that movie shot where like the bounty hunter is in the back and it's like all dark in front.
Exactly. just
the face fades in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all you can really see at this point. It's not super busy. It's 10 in the morning.
Yep.
Although probably about 11 at this point.
I'm on my second drink.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
starting
shit.
strong.
Where did I get my other dice? Okay.
This is a party with a like 0.1 BAC minimum or something like that.
So so what I want to do is after we discuss the fact that that we were gonna that I wasn't gonna ask anybody because I'm not the best at like interrogating, but I was gonna keep a look at both of them. I was gonna grab my drink and basically head back to the bar where the bartender's at and just grab one of those. There's stools there, right?
Yeah.
I was just gonna grab a seat. Keep in mind, I have not taken a sip out of my drink. I'll just place it on the table and I'm just gonna keep a look at it and see if they decide to split off or not. What I'm trying to do is keep a lookout. If they do split and go interrogate their separate ways, I want to keep a lookout on both of them and see who gets into trouble and who needs my help.
So you're just basically watching Levy and Elamir as they go.
Yes.
Converse or do whatever they need to do.
Okay. Basically, if I feel like one of them is struggling with whatever they're trying to achieve, what I want to do is, if I can sense that they need help, I want to approach and be more of that intimidating presence.
Okay.
That's basically what I'm trying to achieve.
All right, you can attempt to achieve that.
So for the meantime, I'm just gonna basically sit back and wait.
Okay, and Elamir and Levy, what would you guys like to do?
I want to play cards.
Okay,
I want to go talk to the people playing cards. Yeah, I want to go talk to them.
Okay.
Play cards.
So you approach the gentlemen. They seem to be playing a pretty simple game of... I say cards, I meant dice. They're actually playing
dice is fine.
Sorry.
The shrink craps.
They're just throwing dice on their table. See, it's just two guys. They kind of seem to be betting small amounts of money as they're playing this dice game as they go back and forth.
Levy, you should throw in big gold chunks.
Can I throw a small little pouch down and be like, hey, can I deal in? Or roll in?
You could do that.
So I'd like to play against them.
Okay. So two gentlemen seem to be finishing up as one of them kind of grabs the money and pulls it toward himself, and he's like, "Ha, baby, maybe luck next time, buddy." And you throw your gold pouch on the ground or on the table and say you want to join in. As they kind of look over at you and they're like, "Well, you know what we're playing?"
Nah, but I'm a quick learn.
He's like, "We're playing a game called Solsamar. Have you ever heard of it?"
I don't know, DM. Have I heard of this?
Did you watch our last campaign?
Yeah. Roll just an intelligence check.
I know. I mean, Caesar knows what
Solsamar
is because I watched the last campaign.
That is a 19.
19. Okay, you've heard of Solsamar.
No.
I even remember that some of the old party members in the other campaign spent all session playing Solsamar.
It took a while.
It did take a while. So the way Solsamar works.
What's Solsamar?
Sure.
Solsamar.
It's SULSIMAR. It stands for. It's an elven game. You've played it before. It stands for Spider Jumper. And basically the way it works, if I'm remembering the rules correctly, is you roll a d6.
Yep.
And if you... Basically, everyone rolls, and you keep going. If you end up with an 8, then you... everyone basically has... Oh, okay, sorry. I'm trying to remember. I'm pulling this out from the rules that I had for our last campaign. So basically, everyone rolls a d6. The first round. Then to continue forward, you have to pay whatever the ante is to keep going.
Okay.
So then at round 2, everyone rolls again. If anyone gets a total of 8, then the game is going to end. That person is out, and the remaining people can roll to get on to the next round, and whoever has the highest total at the end of the third round wins. Okay? If nobody gets a total of 8, then you keep going. So it starts over. You go back down to a total of 0, you roll, you have to pay the ante to keep going.
Okay.
So basically, if anyone gets a total of 8, then the game is going to end.
Does it also end on the third round if you end with an 8?
Yes, so if someone gets a total of 8 on the third round, then whoever has the highest total wins. It's basically entirely a game of luck and chance. There's really no skill other than saying, "Oh, my total's really low, I probably shouldn't keep going."
Yeah.
So you want to play?
Yeah, let's play.
All right. So
I want to play them a few and then ask for information.
There you go. All right, so
Cody, I think you and I can both leave the stream because this is going to take forever.
No, we've streamlined it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be bad. It's all good. All right, so go ahead and roll your d6.
Okay.
All right. So what was your total?
5.
5. All right. All right. So the ante, he kind of leans over and he says, "Let's say we make it 1 gold per ante. What do you say?"
I say, why not 2?
He says, "I like you. Let's do this." All right.
All right.
So 2 gold. All right. Let's go ahead and throw 2 gold in the pot. So that'll be 6.
Boop.
All right.
Can you
so
keep track of how much gold I lose?
Yeah. I'm keeping track of the total for everyone. So go ahead.
Okay, good.
Roll.
Okay.
Alright. What'd you get?
Another 5.
So you're at 10. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
They both are at a total of 9. Alright. If you want to keep going, go ahead and put in another 2 gold.
Throw in 2.
Alright, they rolled. Good God, they keep rolling the exact. They rolled all 3 the exact same numbers. Alright, what'd you get?
I got a 6, so 16 total.
16. Alright, so basically everyone starts over since no one got an 8. So keep going. The pot is up to 18. Everyone roll. What'd you get?
A 6.
6. Alright, keep going.
God, I need to be rolling d6s more. What the hell?
You need to roll 2, buddy.
Where the hell did that die go? Ooh,
Alright, what'd you get?
a 1, so 7.
7. Alright, keep going. Pot is up
Yep.
to 30.
Ooh.
Alright, one guy just got an 8.
Nice.
Die.
So he is out. This is who the second guy gets. Alright, what's your total to at this point? Levy, what's your total?
What did he get?
You want to know what he got? He is at 13.
Got.
Can you hear me?
We lose you?
Cartus.
I'm here.
Or there's just some really hardcore dice rolls?
Hello, 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 hello.
The anticipation's killing me, my friend.
Hello, 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 hello.
I'm on the edge of my seat. Can't hear you though.
Cartus.
Can
No
you guys
sound
not
from you,
hear
buddy.
me? Hello, hello.
Hello.
Wait, the headphones on this here. That one works, right?
Remember, guys, if you want to check out more from us, thegoblinexec.com to check up on our video game reviews and keep up with the podcast.
All right, guys. So I rolled a 5. So I rolled pretty well. I have a chance of possibly winning.
I believe in you.
Believe in the me that believes in me.
What the heck? Can you see me?
Maybe just drop the call and rejoin it real quick.
Man, someone's stream problem today.
Yeah. I think we're going to have to replay
We
this.
can
whole-
see.
Can you hear me? Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Dude, what is up with so many
Your computer's
stream
just like
issues?
refusing.
It's just like crapping out apparently. Okay, you can hear me now?
Yep.
We're good? Okay, God, sorry everyone watching.
Is the stream still up?
Yep.
It is.
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have no
love.
idea what the issue is. Yeah, I'll have to upgrade my RAM. Okay, so what did you get? You got a 5, you said?
Got a 5.
So your total is
12.
12. He beat you, buddy. He got a 13.
Fuck.
6 and a 1. So
Can I try and cheat and steal and change one of my die?
You can. I would say no because you weren't trying to do it before you rolled. You're trying to do it
Okay.
after the fact, so probably not. If you had pre-planned that, I would say maybe.
Okay.
So the guy across the table from you, not the one's talking, kind of leans forward and he says, kind of pulls the pot toward him. He's like, "Ha! Looks like you've had bad luck, my friend." He looks over at you and he says, "Want to try again?"
How much was the pot?
Pot was 30.
Okay.
So you lost. So it'd be 30. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. So yeah, you lost 10 gold.
Okay, that's fine. Can I look at him and be like, "Hey, want to double that?"
And he kind of like leans back, crosses his arms, and he's like, "What you got in mind?"
Looking for some information. So, if you happen to be an informative person, I could probably make it worth your while.
He says, "What kind of information are you looking for exactly?"
That fellow, Sebastian. Want to know what happened? Why it happened, mainly.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
I get a new die for this one.
I will give you advantage since you're offering him some money. He's already got some, so he's got taste of the.
I was chilling back. Can I hear what's going on?
Yeah. Could I also hear from what's going on from my location since I'm looking up?
It's not super loud. Like I said, there's not many people in here, so you can pick up the conversation.
All right.
Roll the 20.
A 20?
Do I have to roll see if I can hear, or is it like
you
clear?
can hear it? It's like I said,
Okay.
there's not many people in here.
Okay.
And maybe I need to do a perception check, but do I see anybody else in the room maybe kind of tense and maybe willing to come to this guy's side if Levy's doing something bad here?
You kind of gaze around the room again. There are not a lot of people here. There's the barkeep. There's the 2 guys playing dice. There was another guy in the corner. And then there was a guy at the bar that the barkeep was talking to. Those are the only people you see right now in the Broken Dagger Inn.
Okay.
But just kind of the sense people seem to be minding their own business here. They're not really.
All right.
Okay.
DM. Well, one more question. As Levy is doing what he's doing, do I sense any kind of danger? Or any kind of danger? Is Levy in any kind of danger from what I can sense by just looking at what he's doing?
That's kind of what I was asking too.
Okay. You both can roll a. I'd say perception, maybe, just to see. Get a look around the room, maybe.
13. See the mortality of my life.
Natural 20.
Okay. So. Yeah, Steel Scar, you don't think that there's any immediate danger right now. You think from what you're picking up of this conversation, the guy he's talking to seems to be interested, especially after he just said what he said. And the other guy seems to kind of be, at this point, he's just kind of being nosy. He's interested in hearing what information Levy's looking for. So Levy, so you rolled a 20, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not natural.
Yeah. Okay, so the guy kind of like leaned forward toward you, and what was your question again? You were wanting to know about Sebastian, you said?
I want to know about Sebastian and what he was dealing with, and maybe if he knows anything about what happened to him.
He kind of like leaned forward, and he's like, "You better look out what questions you're asking around here, bud." So,
hey. We want no harm to come to anyone.
He's like, I don't.
We're good.
Care. He's like, some people might. And he gets up and walks outside. And you get the sense that maybe he was telling you, follow him.
Okay.
As he walks out.
All right, I will wait a comfortable amount of time and then get up and walk outside.
Okay. The other guy who was at the table seems to realize he probably shouldn't be eavesdropping anymore and kind of just goes back to his drink. As you leaving the inn?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so you walk outside and
I will follow.
As I'm leaving, can I use my message and point to Elamir and be like, "Hey, Elamir, gather Steel Scar and try and stay close."
Yeah, you can do that. Okay, so Elamir, you hear this message.
I hear the voice from above
in your head.
Yeah.
Yes, of Levy.
So
It's Levy, by the way.
I'll nonchalantly tap Steel Scar and
I'm already standing.
Yeah, he seemed to be making his way there.
notice that his drink is completely full and be like, well, we don't have time to finish it. Let's go.
Yes, let's go. I was too distracted paying attention to you guys to bother to drink.
Okay. So Levy, as you
Cody.
exit the building, let me cut over here to
Bartender, I'll take this drink to go.
What's the open container laws in the city?
I need a styrofoam.
So yeah, you guys are here at the Broken Dagger Inn.
Yeah.
As you kind of walk out, Levy, you can see kind of the guy kind of standing over here between the building next to the Broken Dagger Inn. He's kind of standing in that alleyway, and it's kind of like, tilting his head for you to come this direction.
That's how
I'm gonna head over to him.
Okay. He kind of heads into the alleyway, and
okay, sounds good.
As you turn the corner, you see him kind of just leaning against the building near the wall nearby.
All right, I'm gonna lean up against the building next to him, so that it looks more casual. Like I'm not standing in front of him very proper. Like, oh yes, please talk to me right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. Steel Scar, what are you guys doing?
Okay, so we'll follow. So, would you say that we see Levy make that turn into the alleyway?
Yeah, I think he was he's walking slowly with the intent for you guys kind of.
Okay, so my question is, let's say I'm standing on the main street, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll lean against the building that he turned into.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how when you go down the alleyway and then the main street, it's like a L shape.
Yeah.
I want to stand on the side of the main street where I can basically like stand and like lean back, basically lollygag there, and try to see. Shut up. And see if I can like peep in on their conversation without making myself noticed.
So on the Roll20 map, you're leaning against the Broken Dagger Inn or the Shepherd Shipwrights building.
So okay, so basically, let's say that they're like this way on the alleyway, right?
Yeah. Well, it's down here, more south, but yeah.
Yeah, basically they're like this way. I'm not like this way.
They're right here.
Okay, so basically they're this way.
Yep, that's where they are down the direction.
I want to be basically on like, let's say this was quote unquote the main street. I want to be on like on this street facing like basically like my back to the wall of the building, kind of trying to like eavesdrop on the conversation in the alleyway, not making myself known to the guy that Levy is talking to.
Okay, and Elamir, what are you doing at this point?
I'll just go straight into the alley and join Levy.
Okay, all right. So Elamir goes in the alley as Levy's kind of leaning against the wall, and Steel Scar is trying to avoid it looking like he's paying attention. So Levy, as you enter the alleyway, he kind of looks at you and says, "We'll pay up first."
Half now, half after I hear about what I need.
He's like, "All right."
And I pay up. So how much am I down now? Like
so he had 30. You told him to, if you wanted to double it, so you were going to pay him an extra 30. So pay him 15.
Yeah, 15 now. So
okay.
So.
And as you kind of toss the money to him, Elamir comes walking down, and he seems a little nervous, but
I'm gonna like give Elamir just like a look and be like, "It's okay," and then go like, "He's fine."
All right. So
he's for both our protection.
He kind of pockets the gold and he takes a deep breath and he's like, "All right." He's like, "I don't know exactly what happened to Sebastian. I can't tell you that, but what I can tell you is that I know that he had some dealings with the Hook here in town."
The Hook.
The Hook.
Is that an STD?
I asked specifically. I have never heard of this person called the Hook. Can you enlighten me?
It's like, you don't know who the Hook is, huh? Guess that's a good thing. He kind of like thinks for a moment, how to best describe the Hook, and he's like,
if it's something that you'd rather not say, I could ensure our conversation won't be heard.
Like, what do you mean?
Happen to have a bit of magic, and I could keep our conversation just between the two of us. So
Roll persuasion.
I'm really trying to persuade him to do it. It's more of if he's trying to get comfort. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's more he's just not super comfortable with it, so it's like make him feel comfortable with it.
Got it. That would be a 17.
Okay. He's like, sure. That means I don't have to say it out loud.
Yep. So then I'm going to be casting message back and forth for the conversation.
Okay. So Elamir, you can no longer hear what they are talking about, but
Bummer.
So what do you say to him, Levy, when you cast it?
So the first one would be like, you can respond anytime I say something, so please send something. Just reply back. So
Okay.
Who is the hook?
He says, the hook is a greedy bastard that he's kind of a loan shark here in town. He takes advantage of a lot of people who are kind of down on their luck. He's willing to give them money, but asks for a lot in return with sometimes ridiculous, interest rates or something like that. My understanding is Sebastian had some sort of deal with the hook. I don't know exactly what it is. I know that Sebastian was doing some work for the hook because he couldn't pay back his loan. But that's all I really know. The hook he's certainly not a kind fellow. You don't want to get on the wrong side of him.
Where would I be able to find this hook?
And he kind of like nods toward the broken dagger. He goes, if you ask around in there, I'm sure you'd find him, especially if you were looking for some money.
Sounds good. Then I ask him, anything else you can tell me that might help me find out whoever did this, Sebastian?
He says, unfortunately I don't know much, but that's best bet's maybe finding out more information about the hook or something like that. That's all I can help you with.
Sounds good. Thank you for your time.
He's like,
we didn't have this conversation, and I give him the 15 other gold.
And he says, my silence might be worth a little more.
Your silence, if you're not silent, you might just end up in trouble then too.
Roll an intimidation check.
Ooh.
That would be a 13.
13. He kind of leans back smugly and he's like, I don't believe you. He's like,
all right, I'm gonna message Steel Scar and be like, Steel Scar, need some assistance. You can come over here now.
As soon as I get that message, I approach tall and intimidating.
All right, you're just one.
I have my sword in my hand.
And then I just want to go, really?
All right, Steel Scar, roll a intimidation check.
All right. Ooh. Oh, natural 20.
Nice. All right,
22 total.
All right. So you get the sense that maybe he didn't notice Steel Scar earlier, and as he sees kind of this large, muscled, fully armored warrior approach him with this large sword, he kind of like gets a little nervous. You kind of see beads of sweat kind of appearing on his forehead, and he's like,
Levy, what
Fine.
seems to be the problem here?
Oh, we were done here, weren't we?
He kind of like shakes his head, and he kind of like looks at the gold in his hand. He's like, yes, we were.
Thanks, have a great day.
And
And let's walk away with Steel Scar.
All right. You guys leave as he kind of stays in the alleyway and kind of like takes a deep breath.
All right, and then I want to grab Elamir and Steelscar and kind of gather them together and kind of explain what I learned from him, especially part of the secret conversation. So, like, kind of how we learned about this guy named Hook, and he's a loan shark, and he exists and kind of runs out of the what's the name? The Broken Dagger Inn, and seems like Sebastian had some kind of deal with him that he was doing work for him to work off some kind of loan. And he seems to probably be a strong bet for our next target.
You watch as the guy goes head down back into the inn.
Curtis, why does this segment feel like a mixture of Goodfellas and the Casino movie?
I don't know, man. It's what you guys want.
You're the one that set this up for us.
We're the one pursuing it.
The mafia.
You're pursuing it. It's all good, man.
All right, do I
like
get a horse head in someone's bed or something?
All right, so you can tell them all about the hook and all that stuff.
Yeah. And I also want to mention, like, hey, if we're looking for him, we could be someone that needs some money and kind of like draw up attention and get his attention that way. You know, take out a small loan.
Acts like a damsel in distress.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I can. I have a beautiful face, but I don't think I'm like that pretty enough to be able to do a damsel in distress.
Oh.
Do a makeup set.
I do have a disguise kit.
DM, would you say that Levy is the best looking guy of the group?
Well, Levy's also the guy who's thrown down 30 gold at this point. Or 60 gold.
I'd say Levy is the most charismatic of the group.
Okay.
I got the stats.
I don't care about stats. I'm talking about legit looks. I can honestly say that my character is he basically looks like he's been through some fights and shit.
I can't say as to who is the most good looking, but I will say that Levy definitely seems to have he's the best people person, and people can seem to be drawn to him. He is a bard after all.
As we're walking back, I want to I want to remind Levy of the fact that he does have that tome thing that he can write on to take notes and maybe let don't tell me the name because I have it right here in my notes. He can let Grogger, right? Yeah, Grogger. He can let Grogger know about what we've encountered so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can. I don't think I'm gonna write quite anything down yet. Wouldn't want any of our investigation to get the company in trouble. So I'd like to.
All this bribing.
That's why you're the guy with the tome and not me.
Yeah. I'll compile my notes afterwards, though.
Are you gonna write another masterpiece?
Depends on who's reading it.
I'm gonna read it, of course.
Okay, yeah,
Your biggest fan.
All right, so what would you guys like to do?
So what do you guys think? Do you think we should go play off as being one looking for a loan?
Yeah, there was the shady shrouded gentleman in the corner. Maybe one of us needs to talk to him.
I'm wondering, since we just came out of there, I mean, going back in as we are right now, it's going to be kind of like, what?
Right after the guy.
So right after the guy. So I'm wondering, would we want to go try and find maybe like some kind of change of clothes so that we could fit in a little bit more in this area? Or at least see if what we can do, come back in a little bit.
Maybe we can come back this DM, is it still like morning time?
At this time I'd say it's probably about 11:30. It's getting close to noon.
Maybe we can come back in the evening when it's a little more uppity or crowded, so we can blend better.
Yeah, totally. I think that's a good call. So in the meantime, what do you think we should do? Should we go see if the guards have cleared out yet? Maybe get a good look at the house.
If we talk to the military guards, maybe let me talk to them since I probably can deal with military personnel better.
Yeah, no problem. Totally fine with that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
mean, the
throwing
crowd should be
ideas out
right
here.
behind us if we want to go investigate.
Yeah.
Do we know where this the stabbing took place, or
It was behind the houses.
Yeah, you didn't actually see it. None of you tried to actually get a look at it, but it seemed to take place behind that house, those houses.
okay?
At least that's where the perimeter was around, so we know it was probably somewhere in there.
around this area, right? Like right here.
Yep. So you think it actually took place? Oh, well, I'll just draw right back here.
There.
That's
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So-
supposed to be where they were blocking off.
So I want to approach this area. I don't want to approach the dwarf lady that we encountered. I want to see if I can find another military person.
Like another guy.
Oh, I didn't
talked to
approach the
Kiara.
dwarf.
She was not
Yeah.
the dwarf.
No. Yeah. I don't want to approach the one that Levy talked to. I want to approach another one,
Okay.
and I want to be like, oh well. I want to know who it is first and foremost.
Okay, so you want to know who the guard is you're talking to?
Yeah. I just don't want the same one that Levy
Yeah.
talked.
So Levy talked to Kiara, who is the person that.
Okay. Yeah. He talked to
You would
Kiara. I don't
see-
want to talk to Kiara.
So you don't know the names of these guards, but you see a female dwarf standing there. You
Okay.
see a female human with blonde hair, and you see a dark-skinned male.
Okay, I wanna. Who would you say is the closest one to me right now?
I'd say the closest to you would be the dark-skinned male.
Okay, I want to
Coming up
approach.
from that direction.
Yeah, I want to approach the dark-skinned male. I want to stand like right in front of him and salute and be like, excuse me, Lucas Doring sent us. He said that he needed some help and assistance. This investigation of the Hold on. I have my notes here. He needed. What was the beggar's name? We got the beggar's name, right? Sebastian. Oh yeah, I have it right here. Yeah, Captain Doring sent us over to investigate the murder of Sebastian, and I was wondering if we could get permission to enter in the back of the houses so we could take a look.
Roll a deception check at disadvantage.
Oh shit! Hey, 19, but I gotta roll again. Deception, right?
Yep.
I believe in you.
I know, I believe in me too. Hold on, where's my deception? A total of 14.
Okay. He kind of looks you up and down, and he kind of peers behind you at Levy and Elamir, and he goes, I do not know who you are. You are not wearing the official town guard garb. So no, I will not let you pass. We have strict instructions to not let anybody pass. He kind of stands there with his arms crossed.
I tell him, if I were to get an official notice from Captain Doring, would that fix the situation that we're facing here?
He says, as Captain Doring is the one that gave us these instructions, of course, if you got written approval from him, we would let you pass.
Then, if you'll excuse me, I shall come back momentarily with that permission.
We shall see. As he says,
And I wanna talk to both Levy and Elamir and tell them that we should go back and talk to Captain Doring and see if we can get a permit to investigate in this murder case.
We're getting a search issue. A search warrant issued.
I want to tell them that I want to go back and get a search warrant so I can shut this this elf drow, right?
No. So what you know about this man is he is actually a haram.
So that I can shut this haram up.
He's a human. If you're
This
curious,
human.
I am happy to show you. Which map are you looking at? You're looking at this one. So I need to change it.
I'm looking at the D20. I mean, at the roll 20.
Well,
So,
I was looking at mine. Here's a map of a thing. Haram. It's a group of people. They're from the Dune Sea. It's just darker skinned humans.
They're from the what? Oh, Dune Sea.
Dune
Oh,
Sea.
okay.
Yes.
Oh, Harandrin.
Yeah, Haramdun is the city. Yes.
So, but that's where the Haran people are from, right?
Yeah.
You could roll a history check, see what you know.
Oh shit. Okay. I guess you're not. I rolled a 0, a natural 1 minus 1.
Right, you don't know. You're like, who?
You don't know anything.
I don't know jack shit. Guys, my good rolls are gone.
Do I see any potential opportunity for stealthing behind the crowd, or is it pretty covered?
You could certainly try. You think probably your best bet would be trying to go in kind of, let me draw. Let's draw shape. Probably from the sides, if you were, since the guard presence.
Wait, what map are we on?
Oh, sorry, I didn't switch back. There you go. So screw the 0. So probably coming in from the side, if you were to want to, you think that would probably be your best bet. But you haven't really got around there to see what it looks like over there, because you've mainly just been looking at and talking with the guards out here in the front.
Okay.
Would you like to stealth over there, Elamir, and get a look?
If we can investigate the scene, but I also don't want to be on the guard's bad list, so it may not be worth it at this moment.
I could always just make you feel real good about yourself and, pull out your inner stealthiness with some inspiration.
I think it might be worth a shot. Okay, so could I give him bardic inspiration
Sure,
first?
inspire him. What do you want?
I just want to inspire him. It's like, you are sneaky. You are a cat. You are a jaguar. You just gotta get behind there, be in the shadows.
I just picture you like grabbing him by the face, just saying these things into his face. You feel inspired, Elamir.
I do.
Cool.
So could I go around like the shipping building, and then maybe try to get into the trees
down here? The Albatross shipping. You said you want to kind of go around there.
Yeah.
Down there? Yeah, you could go down. You don't really have to sneak down there. That's
okay.
You can just walk down there.
Yeah, main point is end up in this region.
Yeah, okay, so we'll say that are you guys following him, or are you just letting him go do this?
We can let him go do that, and then I guess we could, in the meantime, go and see if we could talk to Captain Grayson.
Doring?
Like maybe split up here. Oh, yeah, Captain Doring. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going to split up?
I think that would probably be the best decision at the moment.
I'll stick with Levy if Elamir is going on the stealth mission, just to not compromise his mission.
All right, so we will go with Levy Elamir right now. So Elamir, go ahead and roll a stealth check as you try and move up, and you can use your inspiration. That would be an extra D6. Is that what it is right now?
I think it's still a D6.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. I rolled a 16.
Did you add your D6?
I did not.
Only if you want to.
You can. It's up to you if you want to.
Up to a 21.
21.
Ooh.
Okay. So you move up. You see that seems to be just one guard kind of patrolling the spot, going back and forth. And let's see. So it's just a halfling kind of moving back and forth, from the wall up to the Kerrigan house. It doesn't seem to notice you. Hasn't looked in your direction yet, at least. But the vantage point you're able to get to, you're able to see quite a few guards in the center, kind of beneath these trees, and you do see a body that they're all kind of, some are, looking around the area, the ground, they're checking the ground. Some are inspecting the body. Some of them are just talking with each other. Is there anything in particular you're trying to see from your vantage point?
I guess, first of all, can I hear any conversations from where I'm at?
You could roll a perception check. And where you've gotten is you basically have kind of found a tree that you're able to kind of hide behind, that the halfling can't, for what you can tell, hasn't really noticed you yet.
He's too short.
That's fucked up.
I got an 18.
18. Okay. Let me take a look real quick. So you can see, as they're kind of moving around the body, that the face is just bloodied and just kind of horrifying to look at. As Kiara said earlier, the face seems to have been removed from the body, and you just see multiple stab wounds in the chest and the stomach, and you just see maybe it looks like some clerics kind of looking over the body. They actually seem like they're getting ready to transport the body somewhere, and you can kind of hear as some guards are over talking. You pick up that they may have someone in that they are questioning. You kind of hear one of them whispering, "Is the suspect back at the guardhouse?" And the other guard kind of whispers, "Yeah, we picked him up earlier this morning. I've heard Doring's giving him a rough go."
Okay. And then just while I'm here, do I sense anything about the scene to be magical?
I'd say probably where you are and kind of your experience with magic. Unless you have a detect magic spell, you're probably not going to be able to. You can't really tell.
Okay. Fair enough. I think that's enough information. We kind of have a suspect in custody, so do I have to sneak back out, or?
Yeah, you're gonna have to try and get away somehow. You can try sneaking, whatever you want to try and do. But yeah, unless you want to sit here the whole time, you're gonna try and get away.
I'm gonna try to get away. Let me see if I have anything to throw and create a diversion.
Okay.
I don't, so I'm just gonna try to sneak out.
Throw some pocket sand.
Okay.
And I got an 18.
18? Okay, so you wait till the guard seems to, has his back to you as you dart quickly, but you feel pretty quietly back down toward the Albatross shipping and around the corner.
Okay, cool. And then knowing that they were going to go find Captain Doring, I want to go find them and try to join them wherever they might be.
Okay. So you make your way through the Sunrise District, kind of moving at a brisker pace to try and catch up with them, and you eventually catch up with them as they're going across Storn's Passage. You're welcome to share the information you found if you'd like.
Knowing that Levy is a charismatic guy, basically I want to convey Levy. It sounds like they have a suspect in custody already. I think it might play well to our usefulness here, since we've already shown Lucas that we can solve some of his problems, that we'd be a great ally in this second case that he didn't even know we were involved in.
Yeah, sure. Thank him. Yeah, thanks, Elamir. That sounds great, but I don't know if I should really be talking to Doring. I don't know if he likes me very much, but sure does love Steel Scar.
This firm salutes.
Very firm salutes.
Respect's a good salute.
I can probably try to use my military influence to talk to him and see if he'll give us some insight info.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can talk to him first, but if stuff starts going down south quickly,
I can take over.
Just salute as hard as you can.
just give us the best salute. Maybe like disassemble and reassemble your sword in front of him.
It's not a gun.
No, I know it's not a gun, just a sword.
He puts it down, picks it up. Bam.
Down, picks it up.
I sheath it, unsheath it, sheath it, unsheath it.
Wow.
He
assembles and disassembles it so quickly.
Oh gosh. You guys are like, wow, look at that.
Wow, it's so fast.
All right. Jay, you guys make your way across Storm's Passage through the merchant quarter toward the guardhouse, and I think that is probably a good spot to wrap it up for the night. Unfortunately, we had a lot of technical difficulties, so we'll try and get those resolved for the next stream. We will actually not be on next Saturday. I am unavailable, so I think we'll try and shoot for the Saturday after that.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, so everyone, thank you so much for listening. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Hopefully, I'll see if I can get some more RAM installed, see if that helps with the streaming.
Just download it.
We can talk afterward.
Guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to follow us at ADV with ADV on Twitter. And if you want to keep up with us or anything related to the podcast or us as the Goblin Gazette as a whole, make sure to go to thegoblingazette.com. Check out our video game reviews or anything else that we do on the website.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for watching. And I do want to do one plug-in. I want to plug in a friend of mine who made time to shout us out on their podcast. He's a very good friend of mine, and I will probably in the next month be making a special appearance on their podcast. You can check them out on iTunes at the Reanimator Pod, which is REAnimator Pod. Make sure you look out for me making a guest appearance on their podcast pretty soon.
Nice.
They're very good friends of mine, and they invited me over to participate in one of their episodes, and they've plugged us. They've already plugged us on their podcast, so I was just feeling like we could return the favor, and yeah, make sure you check them out. See if you hear my voice on there. Not only on their episode, but they also do a little kind of like adventure thingy. Not like what we do here with Dungeons and Dragons. This is basically like more of like a written script, and I will be making a guest appearance as a special character soon.
Sounds cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, and with that, I will say, so we actually just got approved on iTunes, so we're there too, which is cool. I'm trying to get us on all the things, but yeah, be sure to check out Reanimator Pod. Thank you so much, guys, for shouting us out. I think that's it for the night, guys. Have a great night.
Have a good night, folks.
Peace out.